What's up, guys? Bajheera here with TGN.TV, and I know that 2v2 as a warrior can be pretty frustrating, so I thought I'd go ahead and bring you guys another 2v2 general tips. This is for Frost Mage Shadow Priest. I like to go in the Shadow Priest. It limits, their fears, limits their dots, and your shaman can handle a mage okay. Save your trinket for Psychic Horror. It makes it so they can't, that's really the only thing that can't be dispelled. Speaking of which, have your healers spam dispels, get you out of those novas, out of those deep freezes, so that you can play aggressive. And part of playing aggressive is pummel Vampiric Touch. If you're able to keep Vampiric Touch off of your team, it's going to hurt their, passive healing since they are double DPS, and it's going to get you able to drop them a lot more quickly while keeping the pressure off your own team. So to start off, I get right on the Shadow Priest, get a Hamstring, a Rend, and I Blade Storm right off the bat. Blade Storming is always a good idea as a warrior. I mean, there are better times to use it, but when you get into Snare, just go ahead and pop your Blade Storm early. Have to wait for a Dispel on this Deep Freeze because I don't want to use my Trinket here. I do get Dispelled. I'm back on the Shadow Priest for a second. I get a chance to do some damage to him. Although here I get Psychic Horde, so I go ahead and Trinket that because I don't want to be sitting in that, Fear, Stun, Disarm business. So I get some good damage on the Shadow Priest. He runs away. I Heroic Leap over to him. I pop Wreck, but I get Nova'd right on the top of this thing here. So my healer's trying to Hex, so I have to wait for that Dispel. But I'm able to still get a good Colossus Smash on him, get a Piercing Howl, hopefully. And he comes over here, pummel the Vampiric Touch. He's way low on health, but again, I'm stuck in a Deep Freeze, so he's able to LOS me and go get him some heals. However, part of being aggressive is that you make them cast heals, which is going to make them go really fast. And as Shadow Priests, they run out of mana quickly anyway. So he gets some heals off, but I'm able to hop over the tomb, pummel that last heal. So he's, sitting at 35% health, spending all his mana on healing, not on damage. Like, if you look at both of my Shaman and my health, we're doing fine. My Shaman's about 75% mana. They're both at about 50% mana. And they haven't really been able to put any pressure on us the whole time, because I'm just sitting on the Shadow Priest, and my Shaman's able to dispel anything that the Mage can throw at us. He's being able to Wind Shear Polymorphs. He's able to Wind Shear Frost Bolts if he needs to. And I'm just free to rip this Shadow Priest to shreds, which is exactly what I do. So this is just one match, but I wanted to make sure and share this with you guys, just because it's sort of helpful information in 2v2. And like I said, I know 2v2 as a warrior can be frustrating. And I'm going to leave this little last clip in here just to show you why you don't want to go on the Mage. Even though you can get lots of Dispels. I think my Shaman's on the phone right now talking to his friend or something. But anyway, even if you get Dispels, the Mage can just kite you all over the place. And while the Mage is kiting you all over the place on his own, your Shaman's going to be getting feared, and he can drop like one grounding totem. Then he has to eat fears. And then if he's eating fears, then that also means he's probably going to be eating mana burns, which is going to put you guys at a huge disadvantage, not to mention having dots ticking, having mind flays going off, mind spikes, mind blasts, just ripping your team to shreds. So what I recommend as a warrior and a healer, what you guys want to do is go hard on that Shadow Priest. Don't let him get any damage off. Don't let him get his dots up. Don't let him get his Vampiric Touch off. Don't let him get mana burns on your healer. And just beat the shit out of him, basically. And let your Shaman dispel anything that Mage can throw at you and interrupt any of his castable CC. And you guys are going to be just fine. Mage finally runs out of mobility. I get to execute on him or get the kill or whatever. And that's the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And also, I hope you guys will have learned a little bit from this. This has been Bajheera with TGN.TV. And I'll see you guys next time.